Hey guys, this is Korear Cast.
Still,
yeah. My name is Wally.
Oh, my name is Noah. I didn't legally change it.
Okay. So, the last video that we had, we wrapped.
What happened?
Oh, that was off cue. That scared me there. We wrapped up all the documentation needed to get wherever it is you're going, which I assume is Korea. But if it's not,
go somewhere else too. It's explore the world, but also we're helping you get to Korea. So
yeah.
If our information is not useful for another country, let us know.
Yeah,
we'll cross them off our list.
We'll go there and help you guys out.
Yeah.
So
we'll move for the fans.
So this video is going to be about
Croatia cast.
No, it's not. This video is going to be about the hospital visit.
When we visited the hospital.
Yes. So we had a lot of questions. Well, I had a few questions, but also there were a lot of questions out about what happens at the hospital visit.
What they do to you.
Yeah. So we are skipping the part where you get off the plane and then you go to quarantine and you go do your COVID test. Skipping all of that.
We're skipping all the sad nights you're just laying in bed like, please, I just want to do something.
Kind of. Because we've already talked about it.
Yeah.
And that video will be in the description below if that's what you're looking for, because this just a hospital visit, which
that's why it's called the hospital visit.
Yeah, which
it's called We Visited a Hospital now.
Is it? Wow. Which for starters, when you go, your boss needs to go with you.
Should he doesn't have? No, he doesn't have to.
Yeah, he does not have to. I have been told that your boss doesn't have to go. I have also been told
it is very stinky. It is very not fun.
Yeah, it's not fun if your boss doesn't go, or head teacher, or somebody that speaks fluent Korean.
Somebody that's good at Korean and good at knowing what they're doing, because even if you watch this video, you still won't know exactly what's going on.
Yes.
Or if you're really good at Korean, maybe, I don't know.
Yeah, but once you go to the hospital, first thing they do, you have to change clothes.
Disrobe. Well, they don't disrobe. They robe you, actually.
They robe you. They give you a sweet robe and then matching pants.
It fits so well, and the pants are really nice. You just remember that part?
I remember the robe fitting nice, because if you're big like me, they do not have pants your size.
I walked up to the front counter. I was like, my man needs some bigger pants. They brought me one size bigger, and I was like, you don't understand. My man needs some bigger pants. And they were like...
The robe was nice. When I flexed on them, it was over. Like, I was almost coming out of the robe, but I still wore that robe.
Well, me too. It was a very small robe.
It was nice. But
I did feel like $1 million. So when you walk out of any room, it doesn't matter where you're at. You walk out of a room in a robe, you're just like, wow.
Yeah, you're like, wow, I know why Ric Flair always wore these. So the next part is really simple, actually. It's just a series of
tests.
Yeah, tests, screenings. It's like a normal checkup back in the States, except this is free. Well, it's not free. Your employer pays like 200,000 won, which is like $200. So pretty cheap.
Somebody paid for this.
But I have here exactly what they do. They move you from one room to another, to another, to another.
Now, some of them are only kind of rooms.
That's true. Some of them are like half little rooms, but they get your weight, they get your height.
They give you a little armband, and you click on all the doors, and that's how they know that you're next.
Yeah.
It's really cool. And I was just, and like, your name's in Korean, of course, so I didn't know how to say Wally in Korean. I knew how to say Noah in Korean, so that was easy for me. Also, I was number 69. Very easy to remember. It's a 6 and an upside down 6.
But they check your weight, they get your height.
But sad.
Yeah, like sad face.
Most dreaded thing. They check your weight.
And then check your vision, your hearing, which apparently I cannot hear. So
apparently you have a weight, because she was like, oh, and that was the only Korean I understood.
Yeah, so this little when they check your weight, they also check your measurements.
Yeah, they do your measurements for like what size your arms and chest and what hips are.
And this little lady, she was on her tiptoes trying to measure out my chest, and she couldn't do it. And I didn't know what to do to help her. I was just like, sorry.
They finished checking me, and I turned around to see if I was done. Like a really little old Korean lady was like, "Oh."
And she just goes, "Oh," and it stopped before it reached the end of my back, and I was like, sorry. But I didn't know what to do. But yeah, they check, after your vision, they check blood pressure. And then you go to this like sweet little tiny dentist. And you sit down and they go, oh yeah, teeth are there. Cool. And then...
yeah, she's just like, nice teeth. I'm like, lady, you look for 1 second.
Yeah, they don't do, like, she sticks a...
I don't know a lot about cavities, but I feel like they're smaller than you can just... Nope.
Yeah,
If she's that good, though, I mean...
Maybe.
She's getting her money's worth. She's... Nope. Done.
And then you get your blood drawn, if you know it.
Well, you do get blood drawn way before this.
Oh, I didn't.
What?
Yeah.
After I did my weight, they did my vision, they did my hearing, and then blood test. And then they were like, all right, now go do your urine sample. And I was like,
BAM!
Okay. And I started on, man, I feel like really lightheaded. And then I was like, wow, I'm on the ground.
And then I heard, and that was it.
And then there was like 4 Korean ladies trying to prop me up because they're all half my size. I'm 6'2", so they were like hoisting me up like Statue of Liberty or something. And then like they basically made me pick myself up to put me in a wheelchair.
And of course I'm laughing. I didn't know it was him until after. So now we know the reason why I didn't know it was you, because they made me go get...
Yeah, you were.
We were confused about that. Yeah,
I was wondering why you were.
Yeah, because they made me go get
So I was like, did they have to like go get a new measuring tape? What's taking so long to get weighed?
But it was, yeah, I didn't know you went there afterwards. So now we figured it out. But apparently they point you where to go. So
now,
if one's busy, they'll send you to another one apparently.
Just a little side note: if you pass out during the test, they don't let you continue the test. They put you in a wheelchair. You could go lay you in a bed. And they don't speak English. Again, I'll remind you they're Korean. And so I'm just laying there for like 5 minutes, and she just brings up a phone that has like Papago, like the translation app, and it just says only 5 more minutes. I'm like, to what?
And the horror movie starts.
I literally don't know what's going on. Like, are they trying to get my blood pressure up so that I can make some more blood?
But once you get your blood taken, assuming you don't pass out, then they just give you a little cup and you pee in it.
They give you 2. They gave me 2.
Well, they gave him 2. They gave me 1 and told me where the other cup was to pour into the smaller cup.
It's like me and Wally were in different hospitals.
Yeah.
Because I was like, Wally, what do I do in this second cup? He was like, second cup.
I was like, second cup? Why did they give you a second cup? But they're just checking for the normal stuff that they're checking for in the States, like for any diseases you may have, STDs and such, and then they're testing to see if you're doing drugs. That's it.
So they can high five you when they get it. Yeah, you doing meth? Sick.
Not true.
Our results did not go like that at all. It was actually very bad.
I got the results back. Nothing was wrong.
Well, I got my results back. There was nothing wrong. You don't know why you said it.
I didn't see yours. I saw mine.
Nothing wrong. Yes.
I only saw mine. Speaking of results, was it a week or 2 weeks? I think it was 2.
You're supposed to wait a week. We went back 2 weeks later because our boss forgot.
Yeah, so 2 weeks, a week later, you go and you pick up your results. But
allegedly,
this is weird. So they told us you have to be present to pick up your own results.
Yes.
But my boss was confused about that because he said he did not have to do that. So if your employer tells you that they're going to pick up your results, you might want to bring that up because...
I want to ask because...
Yeah, our boss could not do that. Yeah.
But they said it's not a thing anymore.
Also, this may just be our hospital, but they had a set time for us to come pick it up. Our boss told them...
There's a retrieval time.
Yeah, our boss said, no, that doesn't work because we have to... we will be teaching.
It's always at like 1 to 3 in the afternoon you can pick up results. And... our boss is like, well, we have work any time after 1 o'clock, so that's just not really doable for us. And they're like, oh, well, then come at 11. So we came at 11 on the day that we chose to come, which was unfortunate for us because you're supposed to come on the day they tell you first. And then second off, they were like, now who told you could come at this time? And then she just starts. Again, none of us are fluent in Korean. Like even our boss is only like so at Korean because he's from America. And so, she was just, like basically yelling at us. Like she was confused as to why we were here. On this day, she saw there was a note that we could come at that time, and like she didn't understand what's going on. We didn't understand what's going on. Like we're just trying to pick up a piece of paper. I don't understand.
It was heated. So if your employer says that they're gonna come at a time,
make sure you come at the date that's specified.
Yeah.
And make sure that time is okay. Because, like, if they are like, it's kind of okay, clearly that's not okay.
Yeah, so, it was definitely not okay. It was, I didn't know what was being said, but I know it was not anything nice. Somebody was heated.
Like, they really wanted to track down who had wrote that.
And we were like...
Because our bosses your boss is typically going to keep the receipt from your tests and all that so that they can have it for the record book, because everything's done like the 90s here. Everybody keeps all their paperwork. Yeah. And so our boss was like, so can we get the receipt back? And I'm like, no, we want to know who wrote this.
Yeah, they would not give us anything.
And they're like, yeah, we're not giving you this back. We're going to find out who wrote this. We're like, well, we're not a part of this, all right?
Yeah, they were very angry. So if your boss is saying, like, they're telling you to come pick it up on Tuesday, but you're going to show up on Wednesday, and you've seen this video, you might want to politely tell your boss what happened to us, because
or just call the hospital and let them know that day doesn't work anymore.
Yeah.
Like, try to change it over the phone. Don't just go.
Yeah,
that's not the right move.
But that's it with the hospital. There's nothing...
Yeah, there's no, like, psychological stuff. They don't ask you if you have, like, schizophrenia or any, like, background history. Anything that they know is on the sheet that you gave the embassy. So, like, it doesn't ask anything about, like, are you paranoid? Do you have, bipolar disorder? They don't care about any of that psychological stuff. If you want medications for things like that, there's a counseling session at the end where they just ask general questions. And so you can ask them about any medications you might have, or like what things you can get or change, or if you need like glasses or something like that, you can talk to them about that or how to go about that. It's just a general session where you can ask the guy anything. How well his English is, I am not sure though, because he was like, so is everything okay? And I was like, I guess so. Like, it's in Korean, so I don't really understand it. And he was like, okay. And I'm like,
all right, bye. I just went, yes, everything is fine. And he said, okay.
Well, I was literally still at it because I passed out.
Because you had hit the floor.
And I was like, literally, I don't know if like I failed a test because I passed out. So,
but
was that part of the exam? Would they pass out from looking?
He told me I was deaf, kind of.
Well, yeah.
In one ear, and I was like, cool.
Yeah.
What do you want me to do? But it's nothing. It's nothing too in depth.
Yeah, and
very, very surface level checkup.
Yeah, it's very basic. Like even in America, they'll do like the tests where they like touch your genitals and stuff like that. Or like
they don't do any of that.
They don't touch you or anything. I was like,
no. Unless they're trying to put a tape around you, and they can't.
Yeah, well, then they give you a little hug.
Yeah, yeah.
She could wrap arms around me.
And I was like,
but try to make myself circular.
Well, that's it for the hospital visit. If you were worried about it, there's no need to be unless you're afraid of needles, and then you do have to get your blood drawn. So that's the worst part of it.
Yeah. Quick summary. It's quick. It's easy, and for you, it's free.
Yes. So thank you. I'm gonna go look in the fridge and find something to eat because I'm starving.
We're about to eat some cereal.
Oh, we are. We're doing another video.
We're about to eat some. Don't forget about the cereal.
So tune in for that because that is coming up. Thank you guys.
Be a
Have a good one.
Cereal killer.